Hi, see you again with me, Maria, on the Bright Side of Life channel.
There is always a bright side behind the darkness. So let's start from here.
This time we will discuss something that is controversial in the public. What's that? Yeah, about the facts of the blood type diet. Before we enter the discussion, don't forget to subscribe so you don't miss important information about various interesting and amazing facts in life around us. Let's start talking about controversy about blood type diet facts or the blood type diet, an evidence-based review. A diet called the blood type diet has been popular for almost 2 decades now. Proponents of this diet suggest that your blood type determines which foods are best for your health. There are many people who swear by this diet and claim that it has saved their lives. But what are the details of the blood type diet, and is it based on any solid evidence? Let's have a look. What is the blood type diet? The blood type diet, otherwise called the blood bunch diet, was advocated by a naturopathic doctor called Dr. Peter D'Adamo in the year 1996. His book, Eat Right for Your Type, was unbelievably effective. It was a New York Times hit, sold large number of duplicates, and is still ridiculously famous today. In this book, he asserts that the ideal diet for any one individual relies upon the individual's ABO blood type. He asserts that each blood type addresses hereditary qualities of our progenitors, including which diet they advance to blossom with. This is how each blood type is supposed to eat. Type A, called the agrarian or cultivator, individuals who are type N ought to eat a diet wealthy in plants and totally liberated from poisonous red meat. This intently looks like a vegan diet. Type B, called the wanderer. These individuals can eat plants and most meats with the exception of chicken and pork, and can likewise eat some dairy. In any case, they ought to keep away from wheat, corn, lentils, tomatoes, and a couple of different food sources. Type AB, called the enigma, described as a mix between types A and B. Foods to eat include seafood, tofu, dairy, beans, and grains. They should avoid kidney beans, corn, beef, and chicken. Type O, called the hunter. This is a high-protein diet based largely on meat, fish, poultry, certain fruits and vegetables, but limited in grains, legumes, and dairy. It closely resembles the paleo diet. For the record, I think any of these dietary patterns would be an improvement for most people, no matter what their blood type is. All four diets or ways of eating are mostly based on real, healthy foods, and a huge step up from the standard Western diet of processed junk food. So, even if you go on one of these diets and your health improves, it doesn't necessarily mean that it had anything to do with your blood type. Perhaps the justification for the medical advantages is basically that you're eating better food than previously. Bottom line, the type A diet resembles a vegetarian diet, but type O is a high-protein diet that resembles the paleo diet. The other two are somewhere in between. Lectins are a proposed link between diet and blood type. One of the focal speculations of the blood type diet has to do with proteins called lectins. Lectins are an assorted group of proteins that can tie sugar atoms. These substances are viewed as antinutrients and may adversely affect the coating of the stomach. According to the blood type diet theory, there are many lectins in the diet that specifically target different ABO blood types. It is claimed that eating the wrong types of lectins could lead to agglutination clumping together of red blood cells. There is really proof that a little level of lectins in crude, uncooked vegetables can have a agglutinating movement well defined for a specific blood type. For instance, crude lima beans might collaborate just with the red blood cells in individuals with blood type A. Overall, however, it appears that the majority of agglutinating lectins react with all ABO blood types. In other words, lectins in the diet are not blood type specific, with the exception of a few varieties of raw legumes. This may not even have any real-world relevance because most legumes are soaked and/or cooked before consumption, which destroys the harmful lectins. Bottom line, some foods contain lectins that may cause red blood cells to clump together. Most lectins are not blood type specific. Is there any scientific evidence behind the blood type diet? Research on A/B/O blood types has progressed quickly in the beyond couple of long stretches of time. There is currently solid proof that individuals with specific blood types can have a sequential gamble of certain infections. For example, type A's have a lower risk of heart disease but a higher risk of stomach ulcers. However, there are no studies showing this to have anything to do with diet. In an enormous observational investigation of 1,455 youthful grown-ups, eating a type A diet loads of leafy foods was related with better well-being markers. However, this impact was found in everybody following the type A diet, not only people with type A blood. In a major 2013 review study where researchers examined the data from over 1,000 studies, they did not find a single well-designed study looking at the health effects of the blood type diet. They concluded, no evidence currently exists to validate the purported health benefits of blood type diets. Of the 4 studies identified that somewhat related to A/B/O blood type diets, they were all poorly designed. One of the studies that found a relationship between blood types and food allergies actually contradicted the blood type diet's recommendations. Take-home message: I do not doubt that many people have experienced positive results by following the diet. However, this does not mean that this was in any way related to their blood type. Different diets work for different people. Some people do well with a lot of plants and little meat, like the type A diet, while others thrive eating plenty of high-protein animal foods. It's like the type O diet. In the event that you came by incredible outcomes on the blood type diet, maybe you essentially observed a diet that is fitting for your digestion. It might not have had a say in your blood type. Likewise, this diet eliminates most of unfortunate handled food varieties from individuals' diets. Maybe that is the single main motivation that it works, with next to no respect to the different blood types. That being said, assuming you went on the blood type diet and it works for you, then, at that point, by everything implies, continue to make it happen and don't allow this video to unsettle you. If your current diet ain't broken, don't fix it. From a scientific standpoint, however, the amount of evidence supporting the blood type diet is particularly underwhelming. Conclusions: blood type was not associated with the effects of a plant-based diet on body weight, body fat, plasma lipid concentrations, or glycemic control. Okay, I hope this discussion is useful for you. See you in the next video with a discussion of other facts. Don't forget to subscribe and comment. Bye.